Alright guys, so here we have our assignment level 1 for the responsive web design topic. In this assignment, we have to create this layout. This is a simple block template and we have to make this layout responsive also. So this is the large screen view and the mobile view or small screen view is something like this. Okay. And to create this layout, here I have taken one index.html file with a standard HTML document, and here we have our style.css. So inside the style.css, these are the variables, CSS variables, and these are the color variables actually. So whatever the color has been used inside this layout, I have taken as a variable. And as we all know, this is our CSS reset. And from here I have my own reset that each and every element is a border box. Input text area button is having box shadow none, outline 0, border 0, anchor tag is having text decoration none, and from here few general styles are starting. So this is the HTML on which I have applied font size 16 pixels. So from here we are going to use REM unit for our padding, margin or font size. So that's why here I have taken font size for our root element, that is 16 pixel. To the body, here few normal styles. These are the different heading level elements, and this is the actually in this assignment there are two font family has been used. One font family for the heading level elements and other font families for the body text. So here I have taken two font family inside this HTML document. You can find one is source serif pro and another is open sans. So all the body text will be having font family open sans and all the heading level elements will be having font family source serif pro. I have a container of max width 1380 pixel, width 100%, margin 0 auto. Let's apply padding also from left and right. So we'll say padding top and bottom 0, left and right will say 2 rem. The rem will get calculated from the font size that we have applied on our root element, that is 16 pixel. That's the padding, flex, all the flex classes are here. And thereafter for creating columns, we have flex classes again, flex 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 48, 60, etc. We have width full, center. We have button also. I've already designed our button. Whatever the button is there, we will be using this class. And for the text, we have text center, text right. This is the text accent color, wherever we will be needing accent color for any text, we will be using that. Uppercase, font size 0. We have heading also. Let's have a look of our page. This is our page. Right now we don't have anything because we don't have anything inside our body tag. So we can get started with our header part first. So here we have. So header, container, anchor tag. Let's take a nav tag first. Nav, here anchor tag for our logo, img assets media logo.png. here we'll say brand logo, and from here we will start our ul li anchor tag for different navigational links, home, blog and about. So home, blog, about. Now save this. Let's have a look here. Nice. Home, blog and about. Let's get them in a single line. So here first of all to the nav, not canvas, we'll say class flex and justify between. Here let's apply class of brand. Here let's say nav menu, and here we'll say nav item. So this nav item will class will go for each and every item. Now save this, give it a refresh. Okay, perfect. This came in a single line. Now for this home, blog, and about. So to the UL we will say flex item center, and here also item center. So let's give it a refresh here. Nice. All right, so now let's start styling our nav bar, navigation bar. So let's provide a class here, nav bar. For the nav bar, background color primary, padding top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 0. Save this, have a look here. No changes. We haven't saved our HTML file. Now let's give it a refresh. Perfect. Great. Now for the nav item, first of all margin left of 2 rem, and that's fine. Now nav item anchor tag, we will say color white. So we have a variable for text white, and font size will say 1.3 rem, text transform uppercase, and that's fine for now. Let's have a look. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so now we have one active button. So here we'll say class of active. Perfect. So we'll say here nav item dot active, color would be secondary. Do we have secondary? No, we have accent actually. Save this, have a look. Nice. Okay, great. Now for the nav item A, let's provide some hovering effect. We will say color of accent. Give it a refresh, have a look. Nice. Perfect. So after the header we have our next section, that is hero section. So let's get them. So this time here I am taking a desktop first approach. So here first of all we will get familiar with the desktop first approach, because the desktop first approach are a little bit easy than the mobile first approach. So once we are more familiar with the desktop first approach, once we have the better knowledge of desktop first approach, then we can take mobile first approach. So it is better to have better understanding of the desktop first approach first. So that's why here I am taking desktop first approach. Okay, great. Now let's get into our hero section. So after the header, let's get our main tag, and inside the main, obviously section. Inside the section we will have container. Inside the container we have two columns for the content of the article, then we have one image. So here let's take one article tag first. You can directly take article tag here on the container only, and here we'll say div, then h1. That h1 is what is lorem ipsum. Yep, and after that we have a paragraph, dummy text, and then we have one anchor tag saying read more. So let's write read more, save this, and after this div let's have another div for the image. assets media 01.png. Here we'll say 01. Now save this, have a look. Okay, now let's get them in a single line first. So article container, flex, item, center, flex 48, and here also class of flex 48, and to the image we will be applying width full class, width full, and yeah, that's fine. Let's have a look first. Nice, perfect. Okay, now let's apply class of padding here, top and bottom. Nice. Okay, we have flex 48, flex 48. So why don't we have gap here? Okay, we haven't applied justify between. Justify between. Now we will have the gap. Yeah, nice. Okay, so now let's start applying classes here. So first of all, here we'll say hero section. To the hero, let's apply a background color. Background color we have bg. Yep, save this, and okay, that's fine. Give it a refresh. Here we have bg. Let's apply class of heading here. Do we have heading? Yep, we have heading class. Heading, save this, then give it a refresh. That's our heading. And now for the paragraph. Okay, let's apply btn class first here. Btn, give it a refresh. Okay, that's our btn. Okay, that is looking nice. We don't have to do anything else. So this becomes easy when you have a lot of classes. You have already, if you have better plan for making the layout. So I have already planned each and everything. What are the modular class we are going to use? So I have already taken all those classes that we are seeing from the beginning only. So how we can choose a model classes, and these things is actually working as a library for me. So whenever I start any project, I first copy all of these classes, these general classes, to the different project, to all the different project which I work. So these all things helps me to design our layout in a more better way, and even it saves our lot of time. So that's why I have all these modular classes. Now I just use to apply classes in the HTML, and automatically our page gets designed. So you should be also taking this kind of approach. First of all, plan your layout, have all those modular classes which you are going to use again and again. Then based upon the different section, you can style it. Great. Okay, after the hero section, we have next section, that is blog. So okay, we can increase the content here also a bit. Save this, then give it a refresh. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, after the hero section, now let's move into our blog section. So here we'll say blog. This was our hero, and inside the blog we will say section. Inside the section, container, and inside the container, let's take 3 articles. First of all, we will take our first article. We will design this article, then for the rest of the article we will copy and paste. Okay, before that, inside the container we have one heading. Let's apply class of heading and text center. And here we have our blog. And inside our blog we have our 3 articles. Let's wrap all of these articles inside a div. Here we'll say class of flex, justify between. Inside the article, let's take one image. Let's take div first, and the div will be having img assets media 02. Here also let's write 02, and after the div we have our heading, that is h3. Why do we use it? Nice. And thereafter we have a paragraph saying lorem ipsum. Perfect. Thereafter, what do we need? What do we have? Read more button. So after the paragraph, let's take anchor tag. Read more. Okay, and let's apply the class of button also, btn. Okay, let's start here giving classes, say flex 30 to the image. We'll say width full. Yep, have a look first. Give it a refresh. Nice, we have our blog. Okay, first of all, let's provide class of padding to our section. Padding. Nice. Now here let's reduce some amount of content. Okay, a bit more. Let's get rid of one line more. Nice. Now here we'll apply a class blog. To the blog, we will say not blog. First of all, we'll say blog h3, font size of 2 rem, margin top and bottom will say 1 rem, left and right 0, and color would be text dark. Give it a refresh. Nice. Okay, and what do we need here? Okay, here we have font size for the block p. Font size will say 1.2 rem. Just give it a refresh. Yeah, this is looking nice. Read more, and I think the button size is also a bit less. Yeah, so blog btn, font size again here will say just 1.2 rem again. Give it a refresh. No, it is not working, just 1 rem, and padding should be something, say 0.75 rem, left and right 2 rem. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, so this is our first article. Now let's copy and paste for the rest of the article, second and third. So here we have our first article, second and third. For the second, what do we have? Where does it come from? So here we will say where does it come from, and image would be 03. Yep, 03 here. And for the third article we have where can I get some. Where can I get some, and image would be this time 4. 04, and we are making mistake here. For the image alt attribute it should be 02. Now save this, give it a refresh. Perfect, done. Okay, and for the image we can say just height 100%. If it is not matching, block img, height of 100%. Save this, then give it a refresh. No changes. Block img height 100%. Save it, save it, then give it a refresh. Okay, why? Okay, we have flex justify between, flex 30, flex 30. Okay, and this image looks a bit smaller here actually. Okay, the image height is not matching here, so let's check it out how much height does this image is having. So it is having 259, we can say of 260 pixel. And first of all we will apply font 0 for each and every image parent. Inside the article here also we'll say font 0, and then for the third article here also save this, it's font 0 not uh, font, here also font. Now save this, then give it a refresh. Yeah, now we can provide max height, or say how much we can say, maybe we can say 400 pixel. Give it a refresh. Okay, 400 pixel is larger, we can say than 300. Then give it a refresh. No, still it is not working. Okay, not 300, we can say 260 pixel actually. Less than that, 260, say 230. Give it a refresh. Now, and now as we have applied max height of 230, so these two images will be having maximum height of 230, so that these two images should be matching according to this image. Actually this image was having less height than these two images, so that's why these images are not matching in height actually. So that's why we have applied maximum height of 230 pixel. And we can also do one more thing here, object fit cover. Save this, then give it a refresh. Nice. Okay, perfect, we are done with the blog section also. Now after this blog, what do we have? We have a footer. So after this section, after the main actually, so let's have footer tag. Inside the footer, container, spelling mistake, container. Inside the container we have, what do we have? Small tag first, and copy AltCampus 2020, just AltCampus. And after the small tag, let's have a nav. Inside the nav, anchor tag, I tag, which is saying class of Facebook. Fab, here we'll say Facebook square, and then similarly for the Twitter square. Now save this. To the container let's apply class of flex and justify. Okay, justify between. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, here we have. Now let's apply class of padding footer, and then from here we will start our footer. Background color, primary color will say text white. Now give it a refresh. Perfect, padding is not that much, so we'll say padding of just how much we can say 5 rem would be working fine. Left and right 0, not 5 rem, we'll say just 3 rem, and here we will remove the padding. Now let's have a look. Yeah, this is looking nice. Okay, now footer anchor tag. Footer anchor tag, margin left of, we'll say 2 rem. Color would be not clear, it should be color, text white. Give it a refresh. Yep, and font size, not font weight, font size of 2 rem. Nice. Okay, great. So okay, item center, item center, item center. Okay, nice. Now we have our footer also. Okay, let's have a look from top to bottom. This is our header, article section, that's the hero. Then we have 3 blocks. Alright, now we will compare this with our layout also. Yeah, this is what we are supposed to do. Now we need to make it responsive. So let's have a look of smaller screen. Here we are. So what do we need here? All these navigation bar or navigational links should be coming below on the smaller screen, and the logo should be at the top, and rest of the things we have columns. All these columns should be having like going from top to bottom here, not horizontally but vertically, and similarly goes for the footer also. So how we can do that? Right now we have these columns. So these columns are having width of 50%, sorry, 48% and 48%, and these 3 columns is also having width of or flex of 30%. So for the smaller screen view, we want these columns should be having width of 100%, and it should be wrapped into new lines. So how we can get that? So we know that how we can do that. We need to apply media queries, and inside the media query below like 768 pixel for the smaller screen we can apply width of 100%. So instead of applying individually for all of these columns, for this column, this column, this column, let's have a class of, first of all let's apply media query, media screen, and we will say max width of 768 pixel. Yeah, and here we will have one class of flex 100. This flex 100 will be working just below the 768 pixel screens. So we'll say here flex 0, 1 and 100%, and we will also have one class of wrap here. Okay, not wrap class, so we'll say flex wrap. Okay, fine. So these flex 100 and flex wrap, so this flex wrap we will be applying on the parent. So if the item inside the flex container will be width of 100% or flex basis of 100%, automatically it will wrap into a next line. So wherever we have different columns, to each and every to the parent of the columns we will be applying flex wrap class that would be working below 768 pixel, and similarly we will be applying flex 100 class to the column that again will be working below 768 pixel. So let's apply that classes here. So let's, for the hero section first, this is having flex 48. So now let's apply flex of 100. So this flex 100 will be working below 768 pixel, and to the parent let's apply wrap class. Again this wrap class will be working below 768 pixel. So when the element will go when the item will go width of 100%, then automatically it will wrap into a next line. So that was our article, and Similarly goes for block. So here we have our flex, so we'll say wrap, and flex 30 will be having flex of 100. And similarly 100. Now save this, then give it a refresh, and let's check it out for our smaller screen below 768 pixel. So let's go here, let's reduce it. Let's see 768 pixel how it looks. Yeah, here we have 768 pixel. Okay, here we have. Okay, now we just need to work on the gap. That will be working soon, but before that let's see why this image is not taking 100%. Do we have width full for the hero section? Okay, here we haven't applied flex of 100. Save this. Now let's give it a refresh. Nice. Here we have. Okay, nice. Have a look here. Okay, this image is at the top and this content is coming below. So how we can get this image here at the top and this content below? So inside the flexbox model there is one more property, that is order, that can be applied on flex item. So if we can change the order of this content or this content, we can say either to this content we can say order 1, because by default each and every element has order 0, and or we can also say the order in negative for this column. So let's do that. Let's apply order 1 for this column. So here only, because we need below 768 pixels, so let's apply class of order maybe 1. Say we'll say order 1. So obviously order property works on the flex item, so we will be applying this order 1 class to our item. So that is flex 48, flex 100. This is the item inside the flex content. So let's apply flex order 1. Now save this, have a look. Okay, it went at the top, order 1. Now it coming down. Perfect. Now we have, okay, now for the flex 100, each and every column is having flex of 100. This one is having also 100. Now we need gap here. Similar goes for here and here. So we can apply margin of top and bottom the flex 100 only, because each and every column is having this class. So let's apply margin top and bottom, say 1 rem, and left and right 0. Save this, then give it a refresh. Nice. We can make it 2 rem. Give it a refresh. Yeah, 2 rem is looking nice. And yeah, everything is looking nice so far. Now we just need to change the font size for our HTML, that is root element. Below 768 pixel we want the rem should be taking reference from the anyway, rem will take the reference from the HTML only, but below 768 pixel the HTML should be having font size of 10 pixel. So automatically each and everything that we have applied in rem, the font size will reduce below 768 pixel. Now let's give it a refresh. Yep, nice, great, automatically reduced. Now let's have a look of Moto G4 like on mobile view. Perfect, looking nice, everything is looking nice. Now we just need to work on our header part as well as footer part. So now we need this thing coming in a column, and it should be text line center also, or you can say justify center or line item center. So here let's have a class of flex column also. Column Here we'll say flex direction column. Save this. So for the header, now let's go to our header. We have flex. Let's apply column. Save this. Give it a refresh. Direction change, and we will get rid of the nav menu. Actually, nav item we have applied margin left of how much here. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry, here we have nav item margin left of 2 rem. Now we don't need margin left on these items. Yeah, so we can get rid of that nav item margin left of 0. Okay, we need gap, sorry. This time we need margin left as well as right also, so that it should be in the center. So how we can do that? Margin top and bottom will say, let's apply 1.5 rem, and left and right also 1.5 rem. Save this, then give it a refresh. Yeah, now this is looking nice. Okay, we'll get rid of this top and bottom margin now. Give it a refresh. Looking nice. Now brand logo. Actually, here we have where we have nav bar. Nav bar. We will increase the padding. Padding will say 2 rem this time. Top and bottom. Yes. And for the brand, for the brand here we'll say margin bottom. Margin bottom of 2 rem. Give it a refresh. Nice. Home blog about. Perfect. Same goes for our header, sorry, footer. So again, let's apply class of flex column, that is just column class, that will change the direction. Save this, then give it a refresh. Great. And similarly it goes for nav, this time footer nav. So here we have applied, yeah, footer anchor tag, margin left of 0. So we will get rid of that. We don't need this now. Here we'll say margin left and right 0 only. So we'll apply margin left and right both 1.5 rem. Give it a refresh. Yes, and margin. Okay, we'll say okay, margin top of 1 rem. Margin right we'll say 1.5 rem. Margin bottom 0. Yeah, let's make it 1.5. Now let's give it a refresh. Yes, make it 2 top. Okay, this won't working is just because this is an inline level element, and inline level element does not accept margin top and bottom. So we can say display IB inline block. Now it will be working. Give it a refresh. So it went. Yeah, here we have. Okay. Okay, great. Now let's go from top to bottom. Perfect. Okay, this is our mobile view or small screen view. Let's have a look for Galaxy S5. Looking nice. And iPhone 5. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. iPad is also looking good. Make it 75. Let's see iPad Pro. Okay, here we have iPad Pro. Now, one thing we can do now, we'll provide some different breakpoint for our content. Actually, here we have our container, which we have taken max width of 1380 pixel. For the larger screen it will be working fine, but for the smaller screens, maybe for the smaller medium screen, the container should be having different weight. So let's reduce the size of the container. These are the different breakpoint. So first of all, let's apply media query screen and max width of 1200 pixel. The container side should be having max width of maybe 1140 pixel and 992 pixel. It should be maybe 960 pixel. Yep. And this is our like large screen, and this is our medium, and obviously this is our small screen. And we can also, for the like extra small, we can say media. Let's paste it here. We'll say 5760, yeah, 576 pixel. We will say 540 pixel. Save this, have a look. Okay, now okay, let's check it out on responsive. For the larger screen, maybe 1885 pixel, that's the like larger screen. Here we'll be having container size of 1380 pixel. When it should be reaching to the 1200 pixel, it should be having container size of 1140 pixel, and then when it's reaching to the 992 pixel, it should be having width of 960. Okay, where we have how much? Yeah, 960 pixel. And for the 768 pixel, we have a container max width of, we will be saying how much. For the 768 pixels, we can say 720 will be working fine. Bit refresh, go down, nice. And for the smaller screen, maybe 576 pixel, it should be having container size of how much? 540 pixel. Okay, so this is how we work for the larger screen and for the smaller screen. Okay, now let's give it a refresh. Okay, get back to our normal. This should be why nav bar where we have column. Give it refresh once again. Why? What is happening here? Why this is coming down? It should be before 768 pixel. It should be coming in a single line only. Just because here we have applied flex direction below 768 pixel. Are we making any mistake here? Let's see. Let's inspect it first. No. Column we are having. Do we have flex direction column? Yeah. Column is already flex direction. Do we have flex direction column somewhere before 768 pixel? Maybe Okay, let's find it. Column 1, that is inside the 768 pixel. In okay, here we have column, so we don't need. Save this. Now let's give it a refresh. Perfect. Now for the larger screen it should be looking this way, and for the smaller screen this should be this way, our header. Nice. Okay, great. Perfect. Alright guys, so we are done with the assignment level 1 of responsive web design.